Tips today are how to boost engagement on Instagram. And I am going to give you just a few that I have, and there are a ton more. I could probably talk about this all day long. So, first and foremost, in your posts and in your stories, you need to be responding and talking to your audience. So often we tend to talk about ourselves, and we really want to chat to our audience, and we're providing them value and asking questions that get them to respond. Ask things like, what did you think about this? Did this tip help you? Ask them to share your content, that kind of stuff, in your posts and in stories. I am absolutely in love with poll features on your Instagram stories. I try to use them in every single post for my clients. The perks of these are, number one, you're engaging them and getting them to respond, which moves you up the Instagram algorithm. But if you can ask these polls in every question, you can see who responded. And that way, those are your people that you want to engage with. I like sending them messages or DMs, just letting them know like, hey, thanks for the response. It's so helpful to get your input, or maybe asking them a follow-up question based on their response. So those are the people that you really want to be targeting and chatting with in your DMs, or the people that are responding to the polls in your Instagram stories. Another thing I love to do is asking this or that questions. And these aren't necessarily, they don't have to be like salesy or anything like that. That's one thing I really try to avoid on social media, is being super salesy. So what about a question like, do you like this pair of shoes or that pair of shoes? Or do you like Italy or Africa? Things like that, where it's just something easy that people can answer, and it's getting their input on stuff. I do once in a while like to do, like, if you are an e-commerce type of business, asking, do you like this product or that product? And that also is market research for you too, to find out what people like. So I ask those questions pretty frequently on my clients' pages, just so that we can get a good indicator of like, should we be putting out more of this content or more of this content? I also love using the this or that questions in a string of stories. So I'll say, today I want to find out more about who you are or what you're looking for my page. And then I will ask like 5 or 10 different engaging this or that questions. And that really helps to, number one, boost engagement, give you people to respond to and to chat with in your DMs. And then also it's giving you that market research too. So it's a 3-for-1. And for some reason, the more of these this or that or poll questions that you ask, people tend to, the response rate goes higher. So if you just ask one, you might get a few responses. But if you ask a string of them, all of a sudden that boosts and boosts and boosts through those stories. So use a few of those in your stories versus just one poll feature. Another thing that I love to do is to chat about something that you're working on in your business. So for me, like, I'll come in and chat about a case study that I'm working on, and maybe get their feedback. Ask them, do you like this? Like, I do a lot of stuff in Canva. Ask them if they like this color or that color, or this font or that font, and just kind of share and get them engaged in the stuff that you're working on, so they understand what you're doing in your business. So that's a feature that I love to use, and I do it both in posts and in stories. I will say that being more active in stories is where you're really going to get that engagement and really get to know your audience versus posts. Most post people at this point are scrolling through unless it's a giveaway. Another thing I like to do is sharing case studies. And this is something I do both in posts and stories, but it gets your audience to see the results that you're getting for your business. So if you're a service-based business, sharing the results that you've had with your clients is awesome. And it doesn't have to be super like sciencey or all kinds of data and stuff like that. Just sharing, like, my client once had this amount of sales and now they have this amount of sales. Doesn't need to be like super in depth, but it's nice for your audience to be able to see that you're getting results for your clients. Another awesome thing I love to do, and this is something that I do consistently, hi Megan, to grow my social media pages for my clients is giveaways. We do a giveaway at least once every other week, if not weekly. And it doesn't have to be huge stuff. Something that I love to do is buy a Starbucks gift card, use the barcode from that in a cute little Canva post, and then post that every couple of weeks on my clients' pages. And it gets people to continue to follow you because they're expecting that they're gonna get that Starbucks gift card every couple of weeks. And we will do like $20 on it. It doesn't need to be some huge amount for your gift card, but it just gets people to see that you're appreciative of them, and we call it Thankful Thursday. So something like that is super easy. You could do like a Target gift card, or even support local and find some local businesses that are looking to grow and support them with a gift card, and then share that. Another thing, and this is hard for some people, but you've just got to bite the bullet on it, is get in front of the camera as much as you can. Be that personality for your business, or even have your employees getting in front of the camera. It is super important for your clients, or if you're an e-commerce business, for people to trust you and know who you are. So often I have my clients saying that their patients or their customers came through the door and they already felt like they knew who they were. And sometimes they even get that weird, like, you're a celebrity type of vibe, because their clients just feel like they know them and they have all these followers on social media, and so they kind of nerd out a little bit because they got to meet someone that they've only known through social media. So I do think it's just super important for you to be in front of the camera and help people get to know who you are, and that really helps create that trust before they even walk through your door or schedule with you. I know, especially, I work a lot with med spas and in the beauty industry and the healthcare industry, and I think it's super helpful for people to see that you're just an ordinary person, you're real and relatable before they'll even schedule with you. Oftentimes, doctors don't want to get in front of the camera, but those are the ones that it really helps to be able to get to know you and feel like they can trust you with their health issues too. So another thing that I absolutely love doing is sharing behind the scenes of what's going on. We recently redid our office, and I tried to share like every little step of that, before and after. We're not done yet, so the after's not up yet. We'll get there someday. We need a couch, but and we need to get some more pictures hung up. This wall is like super bare. But it's super fun to share that behind the scenes process of what's going on. Sometimes I'll like pan over to my assistant. Just joking, I won't do it. She's like, no. But just kind of show what's going on behind the scenes of your life, and don't make it just this like beautiful Instagram reel. That's not relatable anymore, and people catch on pretty quickly. I know I do. Like when I see someone that their Instagram is just like beautiful and everything's just perfectly placed and stuff, I don't agree. Just be real and relatable on your social media and share that behind the scenes stuff. If you're having a bad day, share it. Another awesome way to increase engagement, and this is something I do on a super consistent basis, is I know that you've probably heard this saying a million times, but your network is your net worth. And the more that you can network with people in your industry and in similar industries, that helps so much. So shout out other businesses on your social media. Tag them, and they're going to do the same for you. It's just kind of how it works. Shout them out and talk about them, and maybe even like go live with them, share their wins and stuff together. And that really helps people to just build that network. And so it's not always about creating a sale or making money, but rather just joining each other and supporting one another. And then you build these cool relationships, and you never know what's going to come from that. I'm not saying you should join or network with people just for that maybe benefit down the road, like really genuinely get to know people, but you never know what comes from networking with people. So be super consistent about doing that. I have made a list of like 100 people that I really want to be in my network, and I reach out to them on a consistent basis. Even this is something I learned from my mentor. She even will like go on their Pinterest pages, find things that you can tell that they're interested in, and maybe send them a little gift or something. So those people that you really want to be in your network, take that extra time and effort to reach out to them and get to know them a little bit better. I just did that with someone in my 100 group, and I'm going to dinner with them tonight. So you never know what could come from that. You can make super special relationships. Last thing I want to chat about is getting super active in your DMs. So you want to look at people that are engaging or viewing your stories and start messaging them. Look at people that have liked or commented on your posts and start getting to know them. And don't be cheesy about it, and don't pitch them. Just get to know them better. That's the whole point of social media, is networking and getting to build these connections with one another. And the less salesy you sound, the better. I hope these tips helped, and feel free to send me a message if you have any further questions, or if you need some more tips about growing your social media or building engagement on your social media. We don't just work on Instagram, we are on every platform. So this is just pretty Instagram specific, but I think a lot of this stuff transfers over to other platforms too. So use it. Let me know how these tips work for you. And if you get awesome results, let me know.